Ragnarok X, or ROX, is the next addition to developer Gravity's Ragnarok online game series. Gravity has been very busy with pumping out as much Ragnarok games as possible, with more to come too. ROX is what they call a continuation on the classic Ragnarok online game. I was personally quite surprised about this because they just recently revamped Ragnarok M Eternal Love with their 2.0 update, which completely revamped that game. And now, we have a self-proclaimed next generation of the Ragnarok series. Well, let's try and take a look and see how good it truly is. What is up, dwellers of the interwebs? It's your host Sorensen, and this is Sorensen Gaming. Welcome to my channel. Ragnarok X Next Generation has pretty substandard character creation. You can only edit the hair and eyes, which happen to also be connected to the mouth design too. The availability is also minimal to begin with, but once in game, you can earn new cosmetics and hair or face items so that you can make your character more unique. You don't have to pick a class when making your character because you choose your class at a later time in the game when you reach level 10. Once you reach level 10, you will get to choose between the Swordsman, Acolyte, Mage, Thief, Archer, and finally, the Merchant. Eventually, you will be able to advance to another class, but unfortunately, I didn't manage to unlock the next class. I'm currently level 34 after spending a total of 14 hours of game time in it, and I just don't have the time to keep grinding in this game. Ragnarok X Next Generation is a tab target mobile combat MMORPG with autoplay capabilities. Now, before you get up in arms about the autoplay, I'm happy to announce that you do at least need to manually fight in the hard mode dungeons due to the bosses being able to kick your butt pretty easily, especially if you're a tank like I was. You definitely have to stay out of the area of effect attacks or charges because they can take a large chunk of your health away. So while auto is present and can be done during questing, grinding levels, and normal dungeons, I wouldn't do it during hard modes. Ragnarok X Next Generation has many things to offer the gamer. First up, there's the main story quests, which will periodically level gate you so you'll have to grind monsters, do the bulletin board dailies, as well as the dungeon, which have an allowance of 3 entries per day. There's also a fair amount of life skills you can focus on. There's fishing, mining, and gardening, to name a few. Fishing and mining seem pretty simple, and mining can be done AFK as long as you have enough pickaxes. But the gardening system is terrible. You have to compete with other players to try and collect one gardening crop, and I have tried multiple times to gather 10 wheat for a side quest, and I haven't been able to, either due to my ping not being good enough to compete for the crop, or my reaction time is too slow. Combine that with only being available on channel 1, and you get a ton of players all competing for the same thing. A terrible system for gardening. That alone aggravated me a great deal. Why can't it be like the mining and fishing? Ragnarok X Next Generation's graphics are not bad. It definitely suits the Ragnarok aesthetic. I noticed that the draw distance of when clutter or mobs pops into view is pretty short. It can make the landscape seem pretty barren until you get closer. I also have to give the game extra props for putting in a selfie camera mode within the camera setting. I enjoyed that a lot more than I probably should. Overall, I found that Ragnarok X Next Generation is a pretty fun game, but you will need to have a lot of free time to be able to do all the things the game offers, as well as have your phone doing almost nothing else but AFK grinding when you run out of their other methods to gain experience. So if you have a PC and an emulator, it could be a good option for when it's time to grind. But if you're like me and need your phone available to you, having it only grinding for the whole night or whenever in order to try and stay competitive can be a bit too much. I did enjoy the hard mode dungeons, but it's a shame you can only do it 3 times. If you still are interested in giving the game a go, please bear in mind that as of making this video, the game is only available in the C region. You can probably download it through the TAP app if you're not in the C region. So that's what I think about Ragnarok X Next Generation. Remember, this is just my first impression. Please do not be offended if my first impression differs from yours. If you feel you had a different experience and would like to share your experience with me, I'd be happy to read them in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please drop a like and subscribe if you did, and also perhaps hit that bell icon if you'd like to stay up to date on all my upcoming content. All my social links are in my description below. I'm mainly active on my Instagram and Twitter, so please follow me there for the latest news regarding my channel. Take care, be safe. This is Sorensen Gaming, signing off.